In many a time, in many a land, with many a gun, in many a hand. They came by the night, they came by the day, came with their guns to take us away. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more, one more. Back in the days of the Roman Empire, they died by the cross and they died by the fire. In the stone Colosseum, the crowd gave a roar, and it all began with a knock on the door. Just a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more, one more. The years went by and we reached modern times. The Nazis came with their Nazi war crimes. In the din of silence where freedom had drowned, 11 million people heard the same sound of a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more, one more. Now there's many new words and many new names. Uniforms have changed, but the knock is the same. The agents of ICE broadcast their raids. They're trying to make the people afraid of a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more, one more. Resist the goons of the strange orange clown from South Minneapolis to here in our town. Open your eyes, see what they do when they knock for your neighbor. They're knocking for you. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more. With a knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more. With a knock on Vieques, Bahamas, living through the traumas in New Orleans, Long Island, fleeing up to dry land. Turks and Caicos feel where the heartache grows, far from these catastrophes. There's glaciers formed of ancient snow that took 1,000,000 years to grow to be the size they are. Overlooked but grand, they're melting off the land. The water that drains to the sea raises where the ocean stands, and it's melting from the ancient snow. Vieques, Bahamas, living through the traumas in New Orleans, Long Island, fleeing up to dry land. Turks and Caicos feel where the heartache grows. My heart is aching 'cause the ancient snow is melting fast and the response is slow. The shoreline we used to know is under melted ancient snow. Bangladesh, the delta's in distress. Look out on the sea. There's a wrenching reality. Less ice loads the dice for even more calamity. As the runoff flows, oceans swell and storm surge grows. Each degree the surface warms, intensifies the superstorms that churn the melted ancient snow. Vieques, Bahamas, living through the traumas in New Orleans, Long Island, fleeing up to dry land. Turks and Caicos feel where the heartache grows. My heart is aching 'cause the ancient snow is melting fast and the response is slow. The shoreline we used to know is under melted ancient snow. Vietnam, there's salt in the Mekong, everyone should know. The seas rise from melted ancient snow. People need a place to go where they have shelter from all the rising melted ancient snow. Vieques, Bahamas, living through the traumas in New Orleans, Long Island, fleeing up to dry land. Turks and Caicos feel where the heartache grows. My heart is aching 'cause the ancient snow is melting fast and the response is slow. The shoreline we used to know is under melted ancient snow. I'll tell you a story, I'll be quick as I can. This terrible news from the Holy Land. Pictures of children etched in my brain, covered in rubble and wails of pain. Jews and Arabs lived one and the same for 1,000 years till the Zionists came. They came like a river, came like a flood. Al-Nakba was written on the wall in blood. In Palestine, Palestine. There's talk about the settlers from far away. Talk about the money from the USA. The blast of bombs, the search for bread, killer drone hovering overhead. What do you do when they destroy your home and say your land is not your own? Do you dare to resist? Do you stand up with a gun in your fist? In Palestine, in Palestine. They talk about peace like it's a moral obligation, but there can't be peace under occupation. They talk about talks, talks, talks to the beat of the drum. Almost 80 years now, no justice done. Let's talk about who we endorse. Smug politicians who ride an iron horse. No wonder why it seems to be such an undemocratic version of democracy. In Palestine, in Palestine. Let me tell you a story, I'll be quick as I can. This terrible news from the Holy Land.